Jim Bakker, a televangelist, was sentenced to 45 years on charges of rape and fraud. But he was released after 5 years and is still selling end-of-world products.
I'm not going to let people turn me back.
Within the last 40 years, the number of organizations engaged in religious lobbying increased fivefold. 1 in 5 religious advocacy organizations in the U.S. are evangelical. Initially steering clear of politics, evangelicals began to raise their voices in the 1970s when the U.S. government started introducing laws to encourage racial equality. So the evangelicals' first political concern was that Black Americans were gaining a place in the society. As of the 1980s, under the leadership of televangelists like Jerry Falwell and Billy Graham, they started acting as a community and aligned with the Republican Party. Of course, 9/11 was an opportunity for them to raise their voices even louder.
Speak a blessing to him. Once you do that, raise your hand to speak a blessing to him.
And finally, Donald Trump's policies swept their votes.
I would like to thank the evangelical and religious community.
AIPAC, the largest pro-Israel U.S. lobby, even helped this man form Christians United for Israel.
Today, there are more than 10 million plus Christians across the United States of America who are warriors standing against anti-Semitism and people who are committed to loving Israel and the Jewish people. Jewish people, you are not alone. The evangelical community is with you.
Their lobbying efforts succeeded in getting Trump to move the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem.
And we moved the capital of Israel to Jerusalem. That's for the evangelicals.
In states where evangelicals comprise a significant number of voters, politicians have to craft their policies accordingly. For instance, Neil Parrott of Maryland suggests that the U.S. should fight with Israel.
We have to stand alongside Israel, and we need to fight with them.
Another example is Don Bacon, who received $250,000 from pro-Israeli and evangelical lobbies. He said he had a spiritual connection with Israel. Evangelicals are also the biggest donors to their own churches, with donations amounting to 4% of their income. In other words, evangelical churches, which are tax-exempt, raise millions of dollars every year. Some of this money ends up in Israel, which they see as a way of hastening Armageddon, an end-times prophecy that they believe will bring about the second coming of Jesus Christ.